When we used to have a shredder. We have our final quantity of our most powerful shredder ever. This is the one that gives you more capacity. This is a 14 sheet capacity, and this is the one that can cope with those paper clips and those staples and everything else. Over 3,000 have already been spoken for. We have, I think there's 1,000 total. Let me just show you something. Everything I'm about to tell you, I learned from the Shredder King who you're about to meet. Come down here with me. You and I, back in 1993, when we bought a shredder, we bought one of these types of shredders, a strip cut shredder. And it used to kind of get the paper, you know, shredded, but it wasn't particularly safe and secure. If you and I went to the store today with about $100 to spend, we would probably walk away with a cross-cut shredder. Now, this is definitely better, but it is nowhere near as good as that. This one is our micro-cut shredder. It's the most expensive form of shredding technology, and typically you and I would not be able to find it at this price point. Because HSN and Embassy have teamed together over the past few years, we have sold hundreds of thousands of shredders, so they give us some of the best pricing in the country. In fact, I believe so far we are at least over 300,000 sold to date. Tonight we have a choice of red, blue, silver, and black. Lowest price ever on our most powerful version ever. We have 9 minutes left or sell out. My good friend, Mr. Bill Duggan, is here. Bill, it's always an innovative idea to protect yourself.
Well, it's a necessity. That's why the Federal Trade Commission warned us we need to shred our documents. Because, you know, 49% of all identity theft happens at this time of year. What time is that? Tax season, because we have all this stuff that we've been pulling out of the drawers, out of the shoe boxes, putting off in the mail, getting in the mail, and we need to dispose of it properly. And as Adam pointed out perfectly, we're not doing it the old-fashioned way. We're not doing it a page at a time. 14 sheets, staples, credit cards, cardboard. Dense cardboard. Actually, before I even shred this, I want to show you what's going to happen to it. But you realize Embassy makes 1 in 4 shredders, dedicated DVD and CD slot, large peekaboo window right down in front so you can see what happens when it goes in. You'll see that page goes in, and what happens? Tiny, little, unrecognizable pieces. Embassy's even put it on casters so we can roll it around from room to room, because the unit itself weighs about 22 pounds, and you never take off the lid. You just open up this drawer and you take the drawer out to the garbage can. But look how this is unidentifiable. What was a tax document? What was a medical record? It's so hard to piece together, it's less likely to happen to you. But you need a powerful motor. You need a way to go through this. So look at this. Here is one page, right? Not a problem, but that becomes micro-cut. Here is cardboard at the end of the day, mailing address labels, not a problem.
You're
that
not scared.
CD, DVD with the, you know, medical records or pictures or photos, not a problem. Credit cards, not a problem. Here's about 6 pages with paper clips. Let's not remove the staples, let's add a few staples. And does it slow down? Does it jam? No. What does it do? It works like it's supposed to, because Embassy doesn't want us shredding with dated shred from the 70s. They want us to shred with something so fine and small, it's not gonna happen to us.
Even if you don't buy this from us this evening, and obviously I'd love for you to be a part of our innovation event, just at least remember when you go to buy a shredder, you must insist that it's a micro cut, because there's, you know, we don't all know a lot about shredders. I mean, I knew nothing. Most folks will go out with around $100 to spend, and they'll buy this type of shredder, when really they should be buying this type of shredder. If you're gonna have a shredder, you need to make sure it's really pulverizing what you put in it. I'll tell you something else you'll love about this. Remember the old style we used to lift off the top and it would be heavy and the shred would go everywhere? Now with these, you simply pull out the, notice the peekaboo window as well, you pull out the bin and it's easy to empty. Just the little things that count. And when you buy a good shredder, you'll find that you won't need to buy another one. Get rid of the junk mail, get rid of the clutter. When something comes in that you don't need, just shred it, Bill Duggan.
And the thing is, we call it shredding therapy because it does feel good. That peekaboo window, one of our reviewers calls it instant gratification, because you see all the junk mail, pre-filled out credit application. I don't need it, but you know who wants it? People who want my identity.
Yeah.
People want to shop with my credit. And this is the thing about identity theft, why it's so prevalent. People do it. People don't realize it's happened to them until it's too late, until the damage is done. That's why the Trade Commission, the Federal Trade Commission, has warned us. We need to shred our documents. We got this directly from their webpage. They say, you know, you need to closely guard your social security number. We get that, but then shred charge receipts, shred credit applications, and other sensitive documents. And this is why this speaks to all of us. that other, it's gonna be different for every home. Sometimes, it's a refinance page or maybe it's, medical records or loan documents.
Yeah.
You can hold on to them for a little while, but then when you want to get rid of the clutter, when you don't need them anymore, take them just over to your embassy and you see what happens. It gets destroyed right in front of your eyes. And remember, you're getting the shredder, but we're also giving you 4 full titles to protect your identity on the computer. Auto-safe backup, which is great. Internet privacy, Department of Defense standards for internet privacy. Have you ever had a folder on your computer that you wish you could have a little password protection on it, whether it was, medical records or documents?
Yeah.
You can have passwords on their individual files and a way to memorize or keep track of all those passwords.
And
Splash ID.
That's all a bonus, a wonderful added extra. This is the only presentation of the entire event.
Right.
Our goal throughout the innovation 24 hours is to show you lots of brand new things like the Jibo robot that's coming up. I already got told we are 40% completely sold out of the Jibo robot.
No kidding.
Yeah,
He sells himself.
I know, it's true. And of course, our Apple iPad is on the way next, the launch of that today's special. Let me give you a quick update on colors. Bill's been using the black, and that's your best bet. Next to the black is going to be that sleek silver, which is right next to it over here. And then next to the silver, guys, can we just see these colors a second?
I gotta stop shredding, sorry.
No. Everybody's mesmerized by the shredding.
Sorry.
This is your silver, then this is gonna be the blue over here, and then right at the back we have that fabulous red that also looks really magnificent. The nice thing is that if you want a shredder in color, you can add that personality and flair into the house. Bill, when it comes to shredding, a lot of us have bad memories because it used to get jam, it used to beep at us. It's not a good experience.
And that's just it. That's why a lot of us weren't shredding. A lot of us cut a corner where you're like, it's not gonna happen to me. I'm just gonna do this. And the thing is, we do take that risk. But I gotta tell you, it's 1 in 7 of us fall victims to being an identity theft victim. We don't wanna run that risk when it's as simple as just keeping that shiny, colorful embassy out and about, so when you find that old Social Security information, you can shred it. When you get that big box, of recyclables, but it has their mailing address label, rip off the cardboard, send the cardboard through.
Bill.
It's really thick, it's dense. Stuff with, staples and stuff with paper clips. Does that slow down your embassy? Not at all, because embassy has the power to not only go through all those documents, but also give you that small microcut. Because this is what we want. We want to make it harder. And you see that one page that I just was lazy and threw away? We've all done it. But you know what happens? You go to put out at the curb, and sure, maybe there's dumpster divers, but have you ever had your garbage can just get knocked over? Windy night or something, and your legal document, your paycheck stub, your medical record, your insurance form is in the neighbor's yard. You don't want to run that risk. Put everything through the embassy. And the cool part about 14 sheets, everything can go through the embassy. It feels good, it's a smart investment. That's why it's such a huge customer pick.
It's just one of those really simple things to kind of get to grips with. When people see our pricing, they wonder, but the honest truth, it's just because we sell so many. Embassy are very happy to give us some of the best pricing in America. Just to give you an example, this shredder alone, which is a perfect 5-star customer pick, has nearly 700 reviews. People love their shredder. And that's why I say, even if you're not going to shop with us tonight for a shredder, just always remember us. If you